Happy Sunday, everybody. We are happy to be back. This is EVP Man.
And Nelda.
And for those of you who are joining us for the very first time, every Sunday, or we try to make it every Sunday, we basically cover the latest in tech reviews on the channel. We try to cover also some news. And today, there's going to be a lot of news, but it's less about the news and it's more about the deals because Black Friday is around the corner, isn't it?
Yes, less than a week, Friday.
So there's a lot going on
Black Friday
in the Black Friday world. We're going to raise that volume a little bit so we can come out a little bit more crispier. I think that sounds a lot better.
Oh my God, I can hear my voice more.
And I can hear some more. So can I. Oh my God, what am I going to do? So today there's a couple things we're going to talk about. But before we go into the Black Friday deals and we go over some of the reviews we have, there's one specific review that we're going to be kicking off. And this is for a product that I'll tell you, very first, I was super skeptical. I didn't think it would work. I thought it was a gimmick. Yes, I'll say that. And
I did think it was a gimmick.
And, you know, we now kind of, I don't want to say we fight for it, but we do share it quite a bit. So let's talk about this new product. And what I'd like is, Nila, for you to share a little bit. We're going to be a little vulnerable on this podcast. And we're going to share with you some personal stuff that we go through and how this product has helped Nilda particularly. And it helps me too. My needs are a little bit different than hers, but it's still something that's pretty cool. So
severe.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and talk about, show the product and then let's talk about it. And we're going to be talking, I put the link in the channel. It's called Apollo Neuro.
So it's this device right here.
And I'll bring it up so that you guys can see what it looks like. There it is. Yep.
Oh, I got to take out so you can see.
The Apollo Neuro.
So it has, I don't even know how it does that. But, you know, it has different settings for calming, for stress, for anxiety. If you have problems sleeping, it helps you. And I actually test it out because I do have anxiety. I do suffer from anxiety. I do suffer from insomnia. And we put it on and I knocked out.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring up a link. I'm going to go ahead and bring up a link so that you guys can see this. And I'm just going to go over a little bit about what the product is. And then what we'll do is we'll jump into Nilda's experience with this product because, and I'll share also mine as well. And again, I'll be upfront. At first I said, is this real? Is this going to work?
Because all the other products never really worked. So we were skeptical about it.
Yeah. So check this out, and you guys will see why, right? You'll see why. And by the way, there's a fantastic deal. So we put the link for the product in the description area as well. And so this is the Apollo Personalized Stress Relief and Natural Sleep Aid. And the way this device works, can I borrow the device for a second?
No.
So
you're not going to give it back.
So the way this thing works, and we'll go ahead and pop back to this view just for a second. So the way this thing works is that it rests on your palm, not on your palm, but on this part of your wrist, right? Now, you can put it on your ankle. However, I kind of refuse to put it in an ankle because it gives me flashbacks because this looks like if it was like an ankle bracelet. And I'm not going to do that, right? We were saying, you want to wear it on your ankle or do you want to wear it on your wrist? Wrist, thank you. Thank you very much. Can you imagine me walking around and having this on my ankle and the kind of eye, people would just look at me.
I think it's a little too small for that, but yeah, it does look like an ankle bracelet.
So basically this rests right here, right? Or on your ankle. And what it does is it shoots vibrations.
Yeah.
And it basically helps you deal with stress, as Nelda said. It helps you deal with anxiety. It helps you deal with sleep. And they have some really compelling numbers that they basically quote that they're able to, that they're seeing like the folks who try this and use this basically see some really nice results. And like I said, I'll say it again, we didn't believe it. So we just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and review it. I've actually been reviewing this for a number of weeks. We're going to have this video going live this week. But I wanted to talk to you guys first about it because you guys would see it and would say, this can't be real because it's a really hard thing to review because there's nothing that flashes. There's no lights. There's no music.
No sound, no nothing.
It's basically pulses, vibrations that have a specific rhythm and intensity that basically kind of interact with your nervous system and your brain. And it helps you deal with a lot of things. So, Nilda, why don't you talk about the things that you suffer and how
I
you've
just
used it. So,
kinda
so
give 'em a
let's so
heads
let's do,
up.
so let's do that one more time while I bring up some more content.
Well, like I said earlier, I do suffer from sleep insomnia. It's pretty severe. I'm literally on medication, but I have been trying this out because normally I take one pill a night to sleep. This time I took half. I do suffer from anxiety, and I've been trying to wean myself off of it, and this has actually helped.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
not-
so just to describe a situation, you came to me and you said, "Hey, can you borrow me the band?
yes,
My heart rate is going
it was
up."
going. It was the
And then you knew that when that starts happening, that is a sign that you'll have an anxiety attack.
exactly.
And so you put on the band,
My heart went.
and then we went ahead and it's basically, guys, this works with an app, and in the app there is an option that says calm, and you tap the calm option, and it basically has a set amount of time, and it kicks off this calming routine.
Yes.
Right. And then what was the result?
I knocked out. My heart rate went down. I didn't need to take any medication, which is, unusual, because usually I have to, because that's the only way I can bring it down. But this one calmed me so much that I literally knocked out.
Yeah.
And it was the best calming relief I had in a long time.
So here's a couple things that
Not
I'll
medication.
and there was no medication, and we'll go to see if you guys have any questions on this in a second. But let's take a look at some of the stuff that we have going on right here. So
he's using it differently on the.
Yeah, this person has it on the outside. For me, it has to be on the inside.
I feel the tingling
for this to work really well. So first of all, notice that basically it's about soothing vibrations. That they describe it as a beat of a song that your body listens to, that they're able to trigger certain things. And they're neuroscientists. There's a lot of science involved in this. So this is, at first I was like, really, this is going to work? And I'll tell you how I use it. I use these two areas, focus and energy. So I drink 2 coffees a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon around 2 o'clock every single day, like clockwork. That's kind of my, like my routine there. And what I also find myself is at a time when I am either doing work or doing YouTube work or content like this, that I find that I do tend to nod off, right? Or I just tired and not being able to be focused. And this energy and focus piece absolutely worked for me. It helped me focus. It helped me get some energy. They described that the energy piece, it's almost like a substitute for a cup of coffee. And it's pretty cool, right? So that's one piece. Here's another one. This is the one that Nilda's using. One for recovery, for physical recovery, and then one for calm. Right?
I used the recovery for when I had that injection, and it helped me with the pain.
Yep. So why don't you describe what you were going through?
Well, I have a herniated disc on my cervical spine, so I had an epidural injection, and the pain was pretty bad. And I asked for the bracelets. I can try to see if it helps. Because I'm like, if it helped with my bringing down my anxiety, let's give it a try for this one. And it did help. It actually helped a lot, to deal with the pain. So I didn't have to take medication the doctor had given me just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I literally didn't take it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So it works.
So it worked.
The only thing I love what it does. I just don't like the bracelet. It falls off of me. It could be too because I'm using it too long.
Well, yeah. Well, you've fallen asleep with it, and but it has worked. So you have this one right here, which is that you can use for calming and recovery. You have this one to unwind and sleep at night. This one right here, they're saying that people who use this band get an extra 19 minutes of sleep. Now, that doesn't mean, like the one thing I'll say for those of you who are kind of listening to this or watching us live, it doesn't mean that you're possibly going to sleep. If you wake up every day at 7 o'clock, that you're going to wake up at 7:30. But our bodies, even in a normal rest period, you don't really sleep all the time. You're going to be moving around in bed. There's moments where you may have light sleep. And what this will do is this will help you have better sleep. Deeper sleep. So you'll have up to 19, I think it's 19 minutes more or 19% more. We'll look at the stat right here in a quick second. And then what you have here is how this thing works. So here's the app, and you basically just choose these options. And if you would like to have calm, let me see if I can zoom in here for a second. Again, you choose if I want energy, if you want to be able to have like a power nap, you want to have focus, calm, recovery, unwind, fall asleep. And then it's going to run for a period of time, anywhere from 20 minutes to 120 minutes, I think is the longest that I've seen it run. And again, this thing works. I'm going to go ahead up here so we can see some of those stats that we were trying to remember. And oh, here it is. So check this out. 40% less stress and feelings of anxiety. People who use this band experience that type of relief. Up to 25% more focus and concentration. Up to 30 more minutes of sleep each night. Right? 19% increase in deep sleep. 11% increase in HRV. And 10% faster recovery. Now I'm seeing people that are using it, and we may be using it the wrong way. I like it on the inside. I like it on the inside. Because my little bones right here really don't let anything come through. But this is not intended to be a band or a watch that you're wearing all the time. You wear it during the times that you need it. So you put it on and you run the program, and basically you get the effect. Right now they have, again, I think this is kind of like a pre-Black Friday deal going on for the solution. And at first, when we were thinking about this, and it comes in multiple colors, we're very skeptical of this type of technology having the effect it would have. And we're sold. We're sold after using it. We know that it works. We share it. Nelda and I, if I need it for focus or for energy, I'll go ahead and grab it for focus and energy. Yeah. If Nelda needs it for calm and relaxation, she uses it for calm and relaxation.
I'm going to be needing it.
So, so right before we go to sleep, we basically turn it on and she'll go ahead and use it. I fall asleep immediately. So so Nelda hates me a little bit for that, but this thing works. So if you have any questions on this, let us know, but it is some tech that we never really expected to have the results it did. We're happy that it did. And you'll see the review come out tomorrow, and you'll see pretty much. Yeah, you pretty much got a preview of the video just hearing Nelda and my testimonial of how much we appreciate it and like being exposed to the Apollo Neuro. All right, so lots of deals, lots of stuff going on. We have a lot of them in the actual podcast script on the YouTube description. And we're going to go through a lot of the things that are going on. And the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to remind you of some techniques that you can use to get the best deals. We have direct website links, and then we have also Amazon, right? So basically you can go directly to the manufacturer, and there's some really great deals going on right now. And then there is Amazon, which is a great marketplace as well. The biggest challenge that most are going to have with Amazon is knowing, because it's such a huge marketplace, is really knowing if your deal is there, right? And are you going to get a better deal now? And we've given techniques on Amazon Prime Day, and the techniques that we gave you are the same techniques that we encourage you to use now. So one of the things I'm going to highlight is and I'll go back to this Amazon page, and I'm going to show you something that I have going on here on the side. You'll notice here, and I'm going to swipe over. Let's see if this will come through with that swipe. I'll make it a little bit smaller. I don't know if it's not, maybe it's my display, but it's not showing everything on screen. And maybe it's because it's kind of viewed as a separate window. Let's see if it comes over. Can you guys see that? No, there it is. You'll notice that I have in my cart several items. I'm not looking to purchase these right now. And I have some other tools that's giving me some details. I have them right here on the side. And what you can do is today, go through to the Amazon website and find the products that you're looking for or anticipating that there's going to be a Black Friday deal. What you do is once you're there, and I'm going to go into my cart to show you an example. So I basically have, these products I'm looking for. I'm looking for a new thermal label maker. Notice this one's 48% off. What a deal. We have a memory that I'm looking for. This is for some storage stuff that I do with the videos that I'm editing. 28% off. And then I have these cables right here, not on sale. $6. But it's something that if I wanted, let's say, for example, to monitor. Now, these are great deals right now. I don't know if they're going to go down even further. But let's say these didn't have a sale price on it. You'll notice here that you have this button right here that says Save for Later. I encourage you to go through the site, find the things that you're interested in, put it in your cart, and hit Save for Later. what will happen is Amazon, as soon as there's a deal, if there's a deal of the day, if there's a lightning deal, and you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, they will email you and let you know. That's like the biggest power tip I can give you when you're thinking about shopping for Black Friday things, because sometimes you just miss the deal. Yeah. And if you're going to be searching for this, it's going to be too hard. So what I do, and literally, you know, you'll see like all the stuff that I'm looking at over here on the side that I'm waiting for to get on sale. I'll put stuff in my cart, I'll save it for later, and then what I'll do is I'll wait for the notification for Amazon to tell me when it goes on sale. And that's kind of like the superpower tip for those of you who are looking to be able to take advantage of, again, Black Friday, Black Friday deals that are going to give you, again, those options that are so important when it comes to getting all the deals that we're looking for. So next list of deals. We've looked at, there's a lot of products that we reviewed on the channel that are on sale right now. And we're going to start with one of the major categories that we do a lot of reviews on. And this is one of our favorite devices. I think it's now Nilda's new favorite device too. It's not just me that's excited about it. And this is, by the way, it's also in the description area as something that we have there. And let's see if this comes up. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. And let me go ahead and switch. My switcher is not switching. So we'll go ahead and bring this in. And this is Bambu Lab. Now, one of the things about Bambu Lab is that they make fantastic, fantastic printers. 3D printers, if you're looking to get into 3D printing, this company rarely, I have never, it's not even a rare. I've only seen them have discounts on their printers when they have something that's called like a Kickstarter or a first launch, if you're going to do a pre-order. That's the only time. I have not seen it. Nilda knows. We just picked up a couple weeks ago a Bambu Lab X1 carbon combo. We paid full price. They don't go on sale, right?
Oh, I should have waited.
And now they're $200 off. And you may say $200 is not a lot. $200 for a printer that is as good as this printer is a really good deal.
Yeah, you can use the money for the filament.
Yeah, look at you.
What?
Thinking about filament costs and thinking about all this other stuff. It's like, here I am. I'm like the geek at large, and Nilda's already spending the savings. So in essence, we don't save anything. You just reinvest it.
Exactly.
Love it. So here you have, this is an excellent printer. I know the $1,299 is going to be steep for many people. If you are looking for something for a small business, or if you're looking for something that's more at a hobby level, then I would highly recommend, and we're going to jump over here to the P1S. The P1S, notice the price difference, significantly cheaper.
We got that one
right?
too.
$599, and versus this, the only difference with this one, and if we go into it, what you're going to run into is that it goes up in price. You saw it was $599, and here it's $849. It's not clickbait. They're not tricking you. The difference is that this little unit on top that gives you the ability to print in multicolor is a little bit more. So if you just do without the combo, if you just do the standard one, it's $599. If you go with the combo, then it is $849. You get the sale, and you also get free filament. That's a deal, because each roll of filament typically is going to run you about, if you get it from Bambu, anywhere from $16 to $24, right? So let's say if we round it up to 20, that is $40 worth of filament that you're going to be getting for free. And I would highly recommend, this is one of my definitely go-to printers. So that's a really good deal. The other company that has a great deal going on, and they are also a great, I would say, supporter of the channel, along with Bambu, is Creality. Now, Creality is going to have a lower price point, but it doesn't have the multi-material solution that we have here. And look at this. Black Friday, this is a blowout, up to 80% off. What a deal, right? And what you have here is a lot of different things that they have on sale. Creality they do lasers, they do printers. This is look at all these different solutions here. Now, if you were to ask me what is the printer that I would recommend right off the bat, and I'm going to go down here for a second so that we can see it, I would basically stick with one of these two printers. This is the Creality K1 3D printer. if you're going to buy, and again, if you're not into 3D printing yourself, but think about it, if you want to give a gift to a grandchild or to your child, $3.99 for
husband.
a Creality or an annoying husband.
Yeah, so leave you alone. Go print some stuff.
It's like, all right. So
no, I'm serious.
That's interesting.
What?
Can I get one?
You already have enough.
I already have one, right? Sorry. All right. So the K1 $3.99. This is a great deal from $5.99. This printer prints fast. This is Bambu fast, 300 millimeters per second. You're gonna be able to get prints out really quickly. And again, there's a lot of cool stuff that you could do with this, functional stuff that you could do at the house for the house. And if you have a bigger budget, then you can definitely do the K1 Max. If you're going to be getting into K1 Max territory, I would also then make sure that you give a second look at that Bambu, right? Because when you start getting into this territory for the K1 Max, you're really looking at money similar to what you spend in a Bambu. The only difference is that the build plate where you print things, this is a lot larger. So you have to think about which one you're going to get. But Creality, great products, solid solid deals that are going on right there. So would highly recommend that you consider that if that is something that interests you. What pretty good deal so far, right?
Yeah. Kind of regret.
You kind of regret not getting that that deal.
Yeah, no, I wish I had that deal.
But it's still I don't know. I'm okay with it because I think that you know, for the time we needed it, and you never know. I never expected a deal to come from them.
Yeah, I know you didn't expect that. So.
For them to put it on sale. If not, I would have waited too. It's just a couple $100 that definitely would could make a difference in many different ways. All right, so next deal to take a look at. So check this out, guys. This is another great product line, and we've been reviewing their products. And this is a video that I'm almost done. This has been taking me a long time to get done because I have had security cameras in my home for ages. And one of the things that I really pay attention to, I really pay attention to how these security systems work is I want a security system that's going to be able to capture a lot of stuff that's going around. We get a lot of packages. I kind of have the watchtower when it comes to the neighborhood. So watching out what things are going on in the neighborhood. And I've always had the same, what was that again?
We're the cops' best friends.
Yeah, we are. They come to our house always to find out, you know, do we have any footage of stuff that's going on in the neighborhood?
Not that it's a bad neighborhood.
And it's not a bad neighborhood, but they know our house. We're the watchtower. So the one thing I'll highlight is I had never really looked at Eufy as a security system. And I really, really like their platform. I'm going to show you a couple of things that I would recommend you consider. And they have a great platform like this one right here. So the SoloCam S340, we have it in our home. We have it mounted on our gutter. It is 100% wireless, does not require any power whatsoever. It basically has an onboard battery, uses a solar panel, and this thing has this head right here, rotates. Like I'm able to look at the front of my house and I'm able to turn all the way around, and basically get to the back of the house. So basically the camera's this way and the camera head can turn, and I'm able to see like the side entrance of the house with one camera alone. So it can take all the front yard and the back. And it's just a great camera. I really didn't expect to have the kind of experience I'm having with a camera as I am right now. Full review is going to come out on that, and I think that that's a great price for that camera. The other thing that we're using is this Video Smart doorbell. And there are two doorbells that they have. I want to see if that's the right one. That's really cool,
doorbell.
Yeah, so why don't you talk about, what do you like about the doorbell?
It detects when a package is being delivered, and it'll talk to you, you know, leave the package at the front door. Even when I'm coming in with mail, it's starting to talk to me, like, shut up. But it's able to detect boxes and packages, not just individuals. It doesn't bother. If he sees a box or sees a bag, it'll detect it. Yeah. And it'll talk to you.
Yep. And I want to show you the one that we have, because I don't think it's this one right here. It's not the 3-in-1 2K. It's the one we have. This one right here. Right. So this is the one that we have. And what's cool about this, and it basically has two cameras. It has a camera here in the bottom and it has a camera here in the top. And it basically does 2 shots at the same time. It's looking in front. And so what it's doing is it's also looking on the bottom. So that camera, guys, basically is looking in front and then it's looking on the bottom. So it has a split view and it knows when a package comes in and it will send me an alert telling me that a package has been delivered. And I can actually click on the camera and it will show me package delivered and when the package was picked up. If the package is sitting there, let's say beyond 7 o'clock at night, it's programmed to let me know that there's a package out there that I never picked up. When a delivery person comes in, you said, what does it do?
It says leave the package at the front door.
Yeah. So think about how many times you're running to your phone, to your whatever system that you have. If you have a Ring doorbell or let's say a Nest doorbell, you want to press that button to be able to speak to the person and say, leave it there. Well, this does it automatically.
It for you.
The AI sees that it's a package, knows that it's a package, and says, leave the package at the door. Thank you. And every single person does it, right? If someone comes to pick up the package, it says, it gives them a notice too. So you can actually personalize it with your voice too. So highly recommend that one. And you know, it's a good solution. And we have a couple people out there that we'll just say hello to. So, hey, Victor, thanks for joining us. It looks like we have also
Fine, Howie.
Yeah, we have Howie. Thanks for joining us as well, Howie. So lots of great deals with Eufy. We really like that solution that they have and highly recommend the products that they have there. Now there's another product that we are looking at, and you know, we'll go ahead. Let's go back one more step here. And we'll go, and by the way, I do review their vacuums.
We did review that vacuum,
yeah, we have
right?
we have their vacuum as well. Let's go back to the security cameras here for a second. The other camera that we looked at is the Indoor Cam 350 that you see here. It's also a great deal. I think it's on sale as well. It looks like a little Wally.
It does.
Right, does it?
Yeah.
And this is an indoor camera, 4K, has AI. It rotates 360, does all the stuff that we were talking about. And it's also, there's a Black Friday deal. You'll be able to save $30 on it. Now, the last thing I'll talk about when it comes to security cameras and why I would recommend the Eufy line is they do have, and let me go ahead and get to that. And we're going to go into their security cameras. They have, and I got to find that link. Well, you know, we'll just take a look at this little box right here. So they have this solution, this little box right here that you can get separately or in a kit. And what this is going to do for you is it's going to allow you to store all of your video footage locally. So one of the things that sets them apart, this specific solution from Eufy, is that there's no monthly subscription. So once you get the camera, right? So if you were to, for example, if you were to get the Solo Cam 340 and you have it on your gutter, or somewhere in your home, there's no subscription fee. There's no monthly fee. Everything gets stored locally. And if you have that little box that I just showed you, basically you're going to be able to have all your video footage stored there, and there's no monthly fee. So
That's
when you look
awesome.
at $199, it's $199.
Yeah.
So that I think is a great deal for those of you who are looking for some form of security system for your home and looking to get something that is on sale right now.
Yeah.
Right. Next thing I wanted to share with you, and we have another solution here, and this is from Eufy. This is actually a sub company or a different company. I don't know how they have it set up, but for those of you who are looking for, we're going to switch back to 3D printers really quick. Another 3D printing company, because there's a lot of them.
Oh my God.
Yep, there's a lot of them.
We have them all.
And we have them all, like you said, Nelma. We have them all. Is this company right here, Anchor Eufy. Anchor has a great 3D printer as well. This one is the Anchor Make, right? And they have a 30% off Black Friday deal. Link is in the description as well. And what you can do is get this printer. It prints really fast. It actually looks like an appliance. It's a little bit more robust, but it's.
I don't want that in my kitchen.
You don't want it in the kitchen?
No, in the office, yes.
Yeah, in the office, right? Well, we have another one that we're going to show you that runs well inside of a kitchen or somewhere if you have a small space, because it's super quiet. This is a little bit louder, but this is fast. The whole thing about this is that these new printers that are out in the market give you the ability.
Faster.
Oh, and it's been so
God,
right,
it's so quiet,
and it's almost like a year. In a year,
Yeah.
they've kind of doubled or tripled in speed. So look at the sales that are going on. Great sales with accessories. And again, if you were to look at these price points, just make sure that you're, really comparing the type of things that you're going to do with the printer before you make your final decision. If I were to think about the order, I would look at Bambu first. I would look at Creality second, with a company called FlashForge. Both of those would be after that. I would look at Kitty, which is another company, and then I would look at Anchor. And there's some other companies that we also do a lot of work with, but they have some really fast printers for those of you who are interested in that kind of stuff. And let's go back and take a look at some other options that we have. We also have we have bikes, right?
Yes.
And bikes, so one company that we do a lot of reviews for is Hey Bike.
Oh,
and let's go ahead and open up that link really quick. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the link for Hey Bike. And they also have a great sale coming up.
Everybody says this is great.
Oh, yes.
Lorix.
How long have you had your Lorix? And also,
do you know what the Lorix is?
Yeah. So how long have you had your Lorix, and what do you do with your Lorix? While we hear from that, I'm going to go ahead and bring up this next one.
We're going to say hello. Hi, Heather.
Hey, Heather, how are you?
Us.
Thanks for joining.
Hey, Justin.
We're talking deals.
Heather loves her deals.
Everything that's on sale.
Yes.
And we're going to be talking lasers, Heather, in a little bit. You need to get you into lasers.
Yeah. I got to hide this. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, she's
All right.
looking forward to getting one.
All right, so let's take a look at Hey Bike really quick. Hey Bike is another really good brand. We do a lot of work with them. They have reliable bikes.
Man, we've been reviewing them for a couple of years.
Yes, and we expect to see them also at the next show.
2 years Wi-Fi for indoor and
Yeah. So really take a look at Eufy. We've been using in our home. We were using Nest forever.
Yeah.
And we just, it came in as a review solution, and we tried it. And I was like, I literally didn't take down my Nest because I expected to go back to it, and I never expected it to be that good. So it's a really good. The quality is superb. And the neat thing about the cameras is that you can actually create hotspots. You can create a little area, you can define zones. You can define these zones around your home, and with a simple click of the button, the camera moves to it. Like at night, we learned that we have a cat in our house, and it's not even our cat.
Is that how you saw the cat on the camera?
Yeah, the camera automatically, it came up. The camera detected it. It said that there was a cat in the back, and I says, we don't have a cat. I went into the event history. I hit the button, and I can see the camera going focusing on the cat, and it basically tracked the cat throughout our backyard.
Oh snap!
Yeah, because we have also a flood cam from Eufy in our backyard. And it was pretty cool the way the system was able to detect it.
He wants to know if there's any deals on computers.
Yes. Lots of deals. Lots of deals. That's going to be in our second one. We're going to do another podcast during the week because there's so much stuff going on that so we can cover everything right before Thanksgiving. So the bikes here, just want to highlight, we actually have one of their new ones as well. I got to see if it's on this list. Yeah. So this is the bike that we have in right now, not in orange. We have it in blue. And this is the Hey Bike Mars 2. And we have their other bikes too. Great bikes, but I'm just going to show you this bike really quick because the review is going to be coming in like this coming week right before Thanksgiving. So a couple of things about this bike: 20-inch tires by 4-inch wide, all-terrain tires, snow, gravel, sand. You think about it, you're going to be able to ride it. Basically, you're going to go up to 28 miles an hour. You're going to get a great range, anywhere from 30 to 40 miles, depending on your weight and also how much power you're putting through it. It has a Shimano 7-gear system or derailleur, and it has also smart app capabilities, as well as it could charge your phone as well. So 45-mile range, 600-watt capacity. And when you look at 600 cycles, you can charge the battery 600 times and still get to 80%. Basically, you could do more than 600. Right. So this is just saying that when you get to that point, you're still going to be able to use this. And we've had these bikes in our use for many years. Great bikes.
Ours is the blue color, right?
Ours is, we got the blue version. So the one that we have that came in is this one right here. I'll switch to see if they have the color here. I think it's this one.
There.
We have this one. Looks really, really
Isn't
sharp.
it beautiful?
Really sharp. Great deals going on with Hey Bike. So make sure you check out Hey Bike as another option. Let's see what else I have on my list. And by the way, all these links are there. Projectors. Oh my God, projectors.
I lost count of how many we have.
So projectors, do you want to step up home viewing?
Of course.
Especially now, then I would definitely recommend this brand. This brand that you're going to see right now is, there's two brands that are probably my go-to brands. One of them is Hisense, that you're going to see a lot of in the short throw capacity and the ultra short throw models. And then you're going to see an AWOL. And the AWOL line, right? These are on the higher end, guys. I recognize that. But the video quality, the brightness of these projectors it's going to replace your TV. You're going to get over 30,000 hours, over 25,000 hours of laser life, which is more than a lifetime of watching any kind of TV.
You're binge watching Netflix.
You would have to do it for multiple years. So they have two models. We actually have the 3000. We have also the 3500. We've had both of them. We've had the standard 3500 and we have the 3000 Pro, but they also have a 3500 Pro as well. The cool thing about these projectors is, and see, here's a 3500 Pro. You're talking about having Dolby audio and then also Dolby Vision. It is, yeah, just like that, like going to the show. It is, you'll get that da-doom, and you'll be able to watch amazing video quality coming from this solution. Really like the product. It's on sale now. You can see they have different versions. You can go with the 2500, which is really going to go with the brightness, a 3000, and that ties to brightness, and 3500, which ties to brightness. The bottom line is that the brighter the projector, the more likely you'll be able to use this in a light room. The dimmer the projector, the less likely you're going to be able to use it in a room, because if it's well lit, because of the fact that it doesn't have the brightness. But I've been able to, with the right screen, even get away with it with a 2400 lumens. So I would say you can go with either one of these and have a great experience. They all support, again, Dolby Vision, Active 3D. They also have our 4K Ultra HD, as you can see here, and they're triple lasers. Really great content here. All right, so you can see some of the setups that people have and pictures that they're taking because of how great the quality of the projectors are. So that is
screen.
That is AWOL. We also then have another company that we do a lot of projectors with, and that is Hisense. And Hisense, we have the links in the description. I'm going to go ahead and go on to Amazon and just show you a couple of the products that they have. Hisense, great product. We have two of their projectors right now. We have their X2. I think it's the PX2. Yep, it is a Hisense PX2, and it is on sale as well. These are ultra short throw projectors that within 18 inches of the wall, you're going to be able to have an amazing video experience because these things just look so good. This one is, the price point is a little bit, I'd say when I look at the fact that it's on sale, I'm surprised to see that it's actually cheaper than the previous version. Let me bring this on screen because this actually surprised me. Watch this. So here we have the PX2 Pro to trichroma, right? 2,400 ANSI lumens, more than enough to be able to see it in the living room, even if you have light in the room. You can get anywhere from 90 to 130 inch screen. We actually had for a year the PX1 Pro, which only had 2,200 lumens.
Oh,
right. So that's just something that's interesting there. But notice this: the PX1 is $2,918. The PX2 is $2,400.
Wow,
cheaper.
a lot cheaper.
I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. Even it looks at even the starting price. So not only do they have a brighter projector,
The starting price is
something
still
that's
cheaper.
larger, the starting price is less expensive.
Yeah.
So I find that interesting right there. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. Now, although look at right here. What a deal. Check this one out. $1,999. Now
That's
that
awesome.
is a good deal for that projector,
Oh yeah.
right? So highly recommend the Hisense line. They have a PL1 as well that's falls
Both
within
A1
the
Hisense are both my
yeah,
favorite.
they're going to be, it's a great projector. It's going to transform the way you're watching TV. Go ahead and check those out.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have for you guys today, because
There's more.
we are running out of time, and I want to make sure we cover all the cool stuff. The next thing I want to talk about is, why not? We will highlight some lasers. We're going to talk about lasers, and more lasers. So the Xtool line of lasers and also Monport are on sale.
Oh, the Monport, we've been using that one.
Yeah. So why don't you talk about the Monport while I bring that up?
The Monport is a diode laser.
Fiber.
Fiber.
Yes.
Fiber. Sorry. Dun, dun, dun. And we use that for things to get done really quick. So when you see those things on TikTok, that is the Monport. We actually did we talked about this in the past. We just gave out we did turkey trap medals for an elementary school. We donated our time, and not the medals, the school provided the medals, but we did do the laser engraving in the back with the fiber laser, the Monport. And we did 120. Can't remember how long it took us. With 17 seconds per
17 seconds per metal.
I think it was like total about an hour.
Yep.
Yeah, that we did.
So basically, and we don't have one here. I thought we had one here.
A metal?
But basically, one of the ones that we had tested.
I don't know. Yeah.
So let me show you. Let me just point out the one that we had. So when you look at this again, this is if you're looking to start a small business for laser engraving. And I would highly recommend, if you're looking for a stream of income that's not going to be laborious, something that's going to be very easy to do, that has high, I would say, profit margin, laser engraving is going to be the way to go. And the laser engraver, there's two types of lasers that we typically have that we've reviewed. The fiber lasers are the ones that are going to be specifically for metal. They'll do acrylic. Some will do acrylic. They'll do slates, which would be stone. They'll do, for those of you who are the military or are familiar with Challenger coins, it's what is used to create the Challenger coins that have that really depth engraved, where they're taking brass copper coins and they're engraving them. They're done with fiber lasers. And they're also, if you think about pens, if you think about bottle openers, anything that is metal, stainless steel, car parts, tools that are getting engraved, that's what the fiber laser is going to do. It does not do wood. Then you have a diode laser. And the diode laser, which is what focuses on wood. And we have diodes as well. And then you have some that are kind of in between, that would do wood and they would do metal. And those are some, those solutions basically have replaceable lasers that you can do in both. But the fiber laser is going to be super fast. And literally what it would take another laser to do, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I've seen engraves that took about 30 minutes.
How long did it take? Did you time the cups that we did? The Grinch?
We did Grinch cups for my sister-in-law, and it took about 7 seconds to engrave those cups.
With the names? With really? The names. That's how fast it was?
It would just it just engraved the names.
I walked away when you started. I was like,
it was like no time at all. So if we go back to that, let's take a look at that again. This is going to be great if you're looking to start your own business, or even if you are exploring something, if you're getting
People
close
are going to
get
a little with the price.
If you're going to get close to retirement. But go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that you can literally, with one job, you can make up for that money. You just need to put yourself out there.
Yeah, you have to put yourself out there. There's a lot of engraving opportunities, especially now for the holidays. People are giving away Yeti mugs with the company logo on there. There is so much business that can be done, marketing business that can be done with the laser engraver. Highly recommend these machines because of the speed and how fast you can engrave. So Monport, link is in the YouTube if you're interested to check those out. The other company that we also really like, and we're going to start with one of their products. This is the closest thing that I would say to a fiber, but it's not really a fiber. Still around similar price point, but you'll see that it's a little bit smaller. And this is the F1 laser engraver. You want to talk about that?
That is my baby right there. Well, not that one exactly, but that one we do jewelry. We do wood keychains, metal cards, you name it. We do slate coasters. We do wood coasters. We do, oh my God. We also do, it does do coins. It just takes a little bit longer than the fiber. So there's just so much that you can do with this one little device. It's portable. You can do so much stuff, you know, engraving. I've been doing a lot of, thanks to Heather, I've been doing a lot of cutting boards. And, you know, it's super fast, super fast.
You can see here how it's doing an engrave.
Yeah.
And you can see how fast this is. It's seconds to do. The thing about this is, let me go back to this picture.
So light.
So this individual here is basically at a craft show, and you'll notice that he has slates here, he has some wood keychains here, and he has some stuff over here. And the whole thing about this setup is that he is doing everything on demand. So when you come up and say, hey, I would like to have a keychain with my name, this individual can do it on this machine
his laptop back
in
there.
a couple seconds. They any of the stuff right here, they can personalize, and you can see all the work that people are doing. If, for example, if you have a coffee cart and you'd like to create personalized goods for your brand, you can do that. You want to be able to do weddings are big revenue generators for crafters. You can do that as well.
Howie's asking, what laser can you do beer pint glasses?
You could do that with the fiber. You could do it with this one that we have right here. And then you can also do it with the next one that I'm going to show. You can do it all three. Difference though is that both the fiber and this specific unit you may have to add something to the glass, like something to make it opaque or dark. Typically it's like a black spray paint or a white spray paint, just to make sure that, because glass is reflective and it's also transparent, so that it can stop the laser. So depending on the coat of material that you put on the glass, you're either going to get a white frost or you're going to get a black engrave. And there are two techniques to do that. We actually have a video coming up where we are actually showing how to do the black frost or the white frost engraving. And all of these will be able to do it. It basically comes down to a matter of time. Which is going to be the fastest? Absolute fastest is going to be the fiber. Followed by that is going to be the one that you see right here on screen. And then the third fastest, because you can notice right here, 4,000 millimeters per second. And then the third fast is going to be the dial that we're going to show you guys in a second. So you can see how quickly this thing is engraving. All right, so I got that card done. And again, if you want to be able to do, this is really popular. I don't know why it's so popular, but a lot of people are doing these black business cards with pictures on them, even turning them into, what are they? I think we saw that people turned them into ornaments. But these are all the materials that people can do, right? So you can do wood, acrylic, glass, paper, leather, ceramic, rock, plastic, aluminum, stainless steel, iron, gold, platinum, and silver, right? So there's a lot of different options that you can go through. This is one of the machines that can actually do multi-material because it's actually two lasers, right? So it has two different lasers, and there has a red laser and a blue laser. So this is one option for those of you who are looking for small business. And then the other one that I would, and there's two of them here, right? So this is going to be more of industrial class, but let's talk about this one first. This is the brand new product. We actually have it on the channel. We've reviewed this, and we still have some more reviews coming. I actually did a beautiful, absolutely beautiful glass cutting board. And I've never had seen glass cutting board really etched the way we are doing it using this machine. Most cutting boards that I see that are etched with glass are not really etched. People are using Cricut, and they're basically putting like vinyl underneath it. And if you put that through a, let's say like a cycle on a dishwasher, that's going to go off. That's going to come off with a little bit. If you've had any coffee mugs that have been made through, where they heat, almost like heat press it on them, you wash them, they peel off. This stuff that I'm talking about is permanent. It's not going to come off. So this is a different type of laser. This is a little bit for a different purpose. This one will do glass as well. It will do a lot of different materials because it has two laser heads. And you can see all the things that people are doing with it. And one of the things that you can do too, yes, you can do shirts. So when you look at this shirt right here that's been engraved, when you engrave a shirt, it actually removes some of the tint to it, and it creates this kind of look that you see right there. So cool. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that you can do. And it's a very easy to use laser. You'll notice 3,000 millimeters per second, not quite as fast as the other one that you saw, not quite as fast as a fiber, but it's still going to do the job. And the cool thing about this one is because of the enclosure type, you see how it has this enclosure? There's no special glasses that you have to wear because this has built-in eye protection. Like the F1 test. Just like the F1. The fiber laser, you have to wear glasses. And the other thing about the fiber is you have to wear a mask. Right?
Yeah, or even with an enclosure, you still have to wear one.
Yeah, because when it's literally obliterating paint and it's
Oh my God,
obliterating
yes.
all this stuff that's on there, you
Tip
really
is
have to
sold.
have a mask on to make sure that you're not inhaling that kind of stuff. So this is what I was talking about. It has, you could choose one of 3 lasers. You could go with the 40 watt, which is going to cut wood, acrylic, and those materials, or you could go with the 2 watt, which is going to be for engraving on metals. This 40 watt will work for glass as well. So I've engraved with the 40 watt or the 20 watt. You can do it for glass. So again, new product, very easy to use, and it's also
It's like about a month old, right?
It's about a month old. Now, this next one that we're going to show you, and this is the actual P2. This is, I would say, of the printers that we, or the lasers that we have, it's kind of like the industrial strength version of the lasers. The thing about this laser is that but you know what? The S1 can do that too. The S1 can do curved material.
But when we got the P2 was the only one that could do that.
The P2 was the first for us. So if you think about a guitar and the shape of a guitar, or if you think about a bowl, these can actually engrave bowls and guitars to the curvature of a guitar, and which means anything that has a curvature, it's going to be able to relatively easily engrave because of how the head moves and how it scans the actual head, because it has almost like a little radar or LiDAR in there that's actually capturing like the depth of the image and then doing the engraving. So that's a pretty cool option that you can take a look at. The one thing I was going to mention about the P2 is that the P2 is what is called a CO2 laser. It is much more powerful. It is a massive cutter. It is fast. And we actually did, for a family of ours, some wood. It was a giveaways, right, for a baby shower.
It's for a baby shower. There were little wood tags.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that? And
personalized wood tags for.
And how fast was that?
Oh my God, we did a sheet. The sheet was maybe less than 10 minutes.
It was about 60. Didn't we have to do 60 of them?
We had to do 60. Yes.
Yeah, super fast.
Sheet,
60.
25.
So it was, for us, it was a great experience to use this product.
It was so much fun working on that one.
And the neat thing about this is that, again, if you're looking to start a small business, or you have a business and you want to expand your business to laser, this is the way to go. We have friends that are basically woodworkers, and surprisingly, I didn't realize that most woodworkers don't have lasers.
No.
So they've come to us to help them with their woodworking projects, because they cut wood, they can make beautiful chairs, they can make frames, but they don't have a laser. So they come to us and say, hey, can you engrave this for us? Can you put this special message?
Yeah.
Can you put my logo on it? So, but then this is, again, another option for someone who's looking to start a small business or have a side hustle, retirement hustle. Definitely a way to go. And look, at these are all the things that you can do. We actually did one that looks like this one, and the green one.
Yeah, it looks just like that one.
I didn't do a wrap on mine. I just did the name, but you know, it was kind of like a Grinch thing. All these things that are right here can be done with a laser.
Look at our
the Grinch
ornaments.
The Grinch ornaments, but we do it a lot easier. We do it with the 3D printer. There's no paint involved. I like our technique better.
I know ours came out better.
But there's a lot of, so all these things that you see right here are done with again with the laser, right, with the P2, right, you can have there, and you can do these with some of the other ones. So lasers are definitely something that we're really into. Highly recommend these as well. And there's a lot going on, guys, especially this holiday. We are going to have another episode of the show that we're going to be bringing up, and the next one is going to be focusing on audio. So we're going to talk about headphones, earbuds, those type of products. And there's going to be some other things that we're going to talk about because we couldn't cover everything. But in the links,
would I love to.
There's a link covering all the things we have. And yes, Howie, this is going to be this will be on YouTube, so you'll be able to go back and play any of these things. And we're also going to have a massive list. There's the massive list of things that we would recommend that we have reviewed on the channel are going to be part of the YouTube description. And what will happen is this week, when we come up with the second podcast, I'm going to have a separate kind of like a little link share where folks can go to and just click on links if you're interested in checking some of the products out. We have 2 vacuums that we've reviewed, and they're on
just 3 this week.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, there are I am the Iron Man, the Tony Stark of cleaning a home. I like pushing a button and having robots do it. And
He's got his own personal Jarvis.
We have our own personal Jarvis. That is absolutely true. And I'll tell you, the robots that are out right now, the brand new ones will mop, will sweep, and they know and can detect dog poop. We have 4 dogs.
You make it sound like they're pooping everywhere.
I know, but it's like if they have an accident, if we're not home,
yeah, that's
right,
true.
and you have a robot that cleans up poop, it's not a good thing. Or if you have headphones, cords, or if you have if you have a power cord on the floor, the robots that we have will basically avoid to the best they can with the rate. They have lidars, they have like dual lasers.
Yeah.
They actually check to make sure that they're not going to get tangled or they're not going to get all dirty with dog poop.
Yeah.
And they do a great job cleaning. It's like when we empty out the dirty water container, you can see, and my floors are super shiny. And by the way, they don't scratch the floors. All you do is push a button.
Yeah.
So check out the videos or the links for the Deebot X2 and then the Deebot T20. The Deebot T20 and the X2 are the newest robots from a company called Deebot, or actually the company is actually called Ecovac, and they're great options for this holiday. They're on sale. You're going to see a video review coming out on both. One of them is already done, the T20. The X2, I'm going to wrap up, I hope, by midweek before the Black Friday craze kicks in. But if you have a question on either one of those, which one I would recommend, it's really going to come down to your budget. It comes down to budget. But they're absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
What would you say about them? Because you see them running around the house.
Again, I'm always telling you I don't even have to tell you. I wake up in the morning, the machine is going. You don't even hear it. You don't even hear it. And that's what a lot of people like, our friend who wants to get one for her parents, she wants them to be able to, set it where it cleans the floor before her parents get up from bed.
Yeah. And how old are they?
I'm going to say they're in their late 70s.
Yeah. So this is so that the parents don't have to mop and clean.
Yeah. Father does all the mopping, so she's trying to gift them one of those for that.
Yeah. So literally these robots, all you have to do is you can set it up to the schedule. It can go out, it can clean.
Yeah.
You can set it up so that the loudest part of these robots is when the vacuum kind of sucks up the dirt, because you don't have to empty up the dirt. But what you can do is you can schedule it so that it doesn't actually self-clean itself till later, so that you don't have, if you're doing it really early in the morning. But I have the robots going. And so we have a ceramic tile walkway. When you open up the door and you come into our house, that's the most trafficked area of our home. And I don't know if you guys can relate to this. Can you relate to a clean floor because of your when you walk with bare feet and you can tell that the floor is clean? Like it has like this feel. Mm-hmm. When you use these robots, you get that feel where like this floor is clean. So we have it run automatically.
You got a question. What if there's tassels on the rug?
Yeah. So depending at, like, if you have like what is it called? A Berber? There's, it's I know what you're talking about. So the new ones basically have anti-tangle, right? So the actual rollers themselves they're not like the standard vacuums that have like the bristles. They're more like rubbery, right? And it's less about the rotor that's bringing up the dirt and more about the actual suction that's actually bringing up the dirt. So I have friends that use the same type of robots that we do, and they've used traditional vacuums and then they've had the robots. After they've passed it with their traditional vacuum, the robot has gone through and found dirt. So the robot rides lower and basically has anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000, I believe it is, Pascal of suction. So PAs. So it's going to be able to pick this stuff up. Especially if you're looking at the ones that we review, there are some robots that are like in the hundreds and maybe low thousands, and they're not going to have the kind of suction power these robots do. This stuff will pick up, like if you have tile, or if you have like an older home that has your wood on your floors a little bit wider, the gaps, sometimes stuff gets stuck in there. Ours, there's nothing. I can put sugar, coffee, anything on the floor, and the robot will go over and it will pick it up. And the cool thing about it is that the actual rollers, we have one robot that is anti-hair detangling.
Yeah.
So it never gets any hair in there. And then the latest ones that we have from Deebot or from Ecovac, they basically have rubberized rollers, which make it even safer. So you don't have to worry about scratching your wood floors or messing with your tile or messing with your carpet. And if you have the mop combo and it's going to go over carpet, it lifts the mop combo. It lifts the actual scrubbers that for the mop, and it doesn't touch your carpet. So you can mop your ceramic floors and your wood floors. And then if you have an area rug, you don't have to worry about walking on your area rug because it's wet, because the robot will know.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
It's a really, really, really cool tech. All right, guys. So that wraps up today's video. We're going to have some, especially this week because of Thanksgiving. We have before Thanksgiving, there's going to be a lot of Black Friday things. So we'll do some short ones. We're going to have some specialized ones, and we'll just go over the deals, and we're going to just jump in and show you, hey, this is what you need to look out for.
Yep.
All right. Everybody have a great night, and we will see you on YouTube.
Yes. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.